this again because wow. And Sohail made a really, really good comment in the studio chat, and I agree with him, Armin. I feel like the spirit of Reza Shah, his grandfather, has reincarnated in him, right?
Right. Yes.
Like
yes,
he's
because
Reza Shah vibes.
yes.
And
I've
Armin,
been, exactly Muhammad Reza Shah to you so far. Don't make me be Reza Shah to you now.
Well, he's gone full Reza Shah mode,
right.
Like he has gone full Reza Shah mode.
Right.
And that's that's exactly what we need right now, because his grandfather was the one. Yes, exactly. He's going Persian Cossack. Like Armin, his grandfather Reza Shah the Great is the one who saved Iran from the communist coup back in the early 1920s. Right. So his grandfather actually saved Iran from going under the Soviet, like the USSR, the Iron Curtain. So there's a reason that we call his grandfather Reza Shah the Great. And right now, the way that Kings of Pahlavi is speaking, like it's like Reza Shah the Great reincarnated almost. Okay, let's watch this again. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, like he's gone full Persian Cossack Brigade, and I'm here for it.
I have spent the past several weeks traveling across Europe, speaking to members of parliaments, governments, and the press. My visit had one objective: to give a voice to the millions of Iranians held hostage by the Islamic Republic, its terror, and its internet blackout. The millions of Iranians who have been silenced. But I can now say with confidence that that silencing, that censorship, is not just happening at the hands of the regime in Iran, but by the international, and particularly the European media. So I want to speak directly to the people of Europe. In the past 2 weeks, I have had 2 press conferences, one in Stockholm and one yesterday in Berlin. Between them, more than 150 journalists attended. We spent more than 2 hours together. And in those 2 hours, not a single of the 150 journalists asked me a question about the 40,000 Iranians slaughtered on the streets of my country on January 8th and 9th. Not a single of the 150 journalists asked me about the 19 political prisoners executed in the last 2 weeks. When I told them that there were 20 political prisoners currently sentenced to death, not a single one of the 150 journalists asked me about them. When I stood next to a mother whose son was killed and a father whose son was killed on January 8th and 9th and asked them to hear their stories, not a single one of the 150 European journalists asked them a question. Here, in the heart of a continent that claims to stand for human rights, justice, and dignity, its journalists have fully abdicated their professional responsibilities and even their moral objectivity. It is clear to me that my 40,000 brave, innocent compatriots who were slaughtered in the fight for liberty are of little interest to these journalists. They seem more interested in criticizing America, asking why the United States and Israel killed the dictator that has slaughtered our people for 47 years, than criticizing the regime doing the slaughtering. They seem more interested in asking questions about Iran's past and history than about what is happening in Iran today, or about the democratic future Iranians are seeking. One member of parliament even told me they didn't think Iranians were ready for democracy. But to that member of parliament, to those journalists, I remind you, Iranians aren't just ready for democracy. 40,000 people just gave their lives for it. And I won't let that be in vain. So notice, whether or not Europe stands with us, whether or not your journalists do their jobs, whether or not your politicians demonstrate the courage to act, I will fight for my people and my country. Even if you have to do this alone, we will fight until Iran is free.
That's my Shah.
Look at his face at the very last frame. The very last frame. Look at it. Look at that.
That's my Shah. You see that, guys? That is why he is the hope of 90 million Iranians. This is why he is our leader. And we are his soldiers. This is why we chant Javid Shah, because yes, this is who he is. This is the face of the descendant of Cyrus the Great.